Hello and welcome to the Gospel Freedom Podcast. My name is Mitchell Parker and today we will be reading from the Dramatised Bible, and I'll be reading 3 parables from the book of Luke, and they're all about finding things which are lost. And before we get into things, here's a little preview of what's coming up. There will be more joy in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 respectable people who do not need to repent. Father, I have sinned against God and against you. I am no longer fit to be called your son. For this son of mine was dead, but now he is alive. He was lost, but now he has been found. Luke chapter 15, verses 1 to 10. The lost sheep and the lost coin. One day, when many tax collectors and other outcasts came to listen to Jesus, the Pharisees and the teachers of the law started grumbling. This man welcomes outcasts. He even eats with them. So Jesus told them this parable. Suppose one of you has 100 sheep and loses one of them. What does he do? He leaves the other 99 sheep in the pasture and goes looking for the one that got lost until he finds it. When he finds it, he is so happy that he puts it on his shoulders and carries it back home. Then he calls his friends and neighbours together and says to them, I am so happy, I found my lost sheep, let us celebrate. In the same way, I tell you, there will be more joy in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 respectable people who do not need to repent. Suppose a woman who has 10 silver coins loses one of them. What does she do? She lights a lamp, sweeps her house, and looks carefully everywhere until she finds it. When she finds it, she calls her friends and neighbours together and says to them, I am so happy, I found the coin I lost, let us celebrate. In the same way, I tell you, the angels of God rejoice over the sinner who repents. This is the word of the Lord. Luke chapter 15, verses 11 to 32. Jesus tells the parable of the lost son. There was once a man who had 2 sons. The younger one said to him, Father, give me my share of the property now. So the man divided his property between his 2 sons. After a few days, the younger son sold his part of the property and left home with the money. He went to a country far away, where he wasted his money in reckless living. He spent everything he had. Then a severe famine spread over that country, and he was left without a thing. So he went to work for one of the citizens of that country, who sent him out onto his farm to take care of the pigs. He wished he could fill himself with the bean pods the pigs ate, but no one gave him anything to eat. At last he came to his senses. All my father's hired workers have more than they can eat, and I am here about to starve. I will get up, and I will go to my father and say, Father, I have sinned against God and against you. I am no longer fit to be called your son. Treat me as one of your hired workers. So he got up and started back to his father. It was a long way from home when his father saw him. His heart was filled with pity, and he ran, threw his arms round his son, and kissed him. The son said, Father, I have sinned against God and against you. I am no longer fit to be called your son. But the father called his servants. Hurry, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and shoes on his feet. Then go and get the prize calf and kill it, and let us celebrate with a feast. For this son of mine was dead, but now he is alive. He was lost, but now he has been found. So the feasting began. In the meantime, the elder son was out in the field. On his way back, when he came close to the home, he heard the music and dancing, so he called one of the servants and asked him, What is going on? The servant answered, Your brother has come back home, and your father has killed the prize calf, because he got back safe and sound. The elder brother was so angry that he would not go into the house, and his father came out and begged him to come in. But he answered the father, Look, all these years I have worked for you like a slave, and have never disobeyed your orders. What have you given me? Not even a goat for me to have a feast with my friends. But this son of yours wasted all your property on prostitutes, and when he comes back home, you kill the prize calf for him. The father answered, My son, but you were always here with me, and everything I have is yours, but we had to celebrate and be happy. Because your brother was dead, but now he is alive. He was lost, but now he has been found. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Well, I hope you've learnt something from this reading of the Bible. It's a little bit more interesting than just reading the Bible or hearing the audio version. You've heard the dramatized version. Anyway, thank you for listening to the podcast, and I'll see you in another one. Goodbye, and God bless.